Hey everyone, it's me Gavin and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into our brand new patch for Goddess of Victory NIKKE called Wisdom Spring, which introduces our brand new character, an attacker unit, Burst 3, Mana, somebody that is the only other unit outside of Rapunzel that is able to revive, so a very, very useful unit indeed. She's also a buffer and a healer, which is kind of crazy. That's a really good skill set. Unfortunately, however, I am very limited for gems at the moment. Thank you, Rappy Red Hood. But we're going to try to recruit her in a single temple. I'm sure it's going to happen. Luck will be on our side today. And if you guys are interested in checking it out, I would highly encourage you to go over and download the game and then try it out. And if you guys have been taking a break or if you're new to NIKKE, very much a great time to hop in. Tons of rewards. We are going to be going through the story for Wisdom Spring today and learn all about Mana and the background story for her and where things are going to be going in terms of what she's up to. I have no idea. I'm just very, very eager to check this out. So I would highly encourage you guys, if you are new to the channel, to please give the video a thumbs up and then also consider subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE content. But with that being said, let's dive into the new patch. Whew. Alright man, here it is. Pick up recruitment, new character, Mana. Like I said, SSR, Mana, the M.M.R researcher with both scientific knowledge and excellent social skills, joins the battlefield. And right here you guys can see AR unit, wind of the wind code, sorry, wind element, right? We've got manufacturer Missilis, and again, she is a burst 3 unit that can also revive and buff, right? It says she periodically recovers the entire squad's HP and instantly revives allies who are out of action, which is crazy. And then of course, it says right here, Mana is an attacker who grants buffs to her allies and strengthens herself. I know I'm reading this in a very, very weird order, my apologies. I swear it's not dyslexia, okay? Anyway, here it is right here, brand new event that's going on. Let's read the synopsis for the story. It says, after receiving an invitation from Mana regarding the distribution of new weapons, the commander heads to M.M.R. However, after arriving, he is unable to contact Mana, so he ventures into the depths of M.M.R to find her. Alright, cool. We've got a, where is she? Or it's a mystery, right? We got a mystery event going on here. That's what it is. Again, all kinds of notices here for updates and all that stuff. Login rewards, daily login right there. You guys can take advantage of that. If you guys take advantage of the maintenance gifts, those are currently available as well, as you can tell, which is fantastic because, again, I am very, very short on gems. But we are going to go and try, hopefully, fingers crossed on this one, to recruit Mana. There's the burst animation, the blue screen of death, right? So cool. Gotta have her on my roster. I know that there's a collaboration event coming up very soon, but you know what? I gotta have at least one copy of every unit, right? I've got to. It's just what I'm going for. So keep our fingers crossed again. I know I just uncrossed them, but we're gonna keep them crossed. Oh! Oh! No! No mana. I'm out of mana, okay? I need some mana potions. Somebody please save me. Let's just go on to the story. Let's start things off, and then hopefully we can accrue some more rewards by playing the event, and then maybe I'll be able to get another tenfold. But here we are, Wisdom Spring. Let's start off. Commander? Ugh. Mana. Whoa! That still image, though. Are you feeling okay? Of course, I'm... The moment I try to sit up, I suddenly got leg cramps and I can't move. Ugh. That searing migraine begins to set in. Yeah, that's totally a migraine. There's blood loss. All the blood is gone from my head, that's all. Are you okay, Commander? My head, see, I told you that's what's happening. Blood's rushing elsewhere, okay? Take a deep breath. I follow Mana's advice. Now, slowly exhale. Exhale slowly, I mean. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, thanks. After coming more or less to my senses, I look around. Where am I? The M.M.R Research Lab. Don't you remember? What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. Did she, like, knock me out or something, possibly? I close my eyes and sift through my thoughts, attempting to recall the past. Uh-oh! I like that. I like the way that actually just like transitions in is fantastic, dude. And of course we have Ether here in the background as well, right? With a little like vial. Cool, dude. I'm digging this. Trying to listen to the music. Reward boosted Nikkes. Mana, Uni, Mary, Senti, Noise, Laplace, Ether, Belorda, Mihara. There it is. Do not remove. Okay. What are these? Security labels? Okay, gotcha. I was wondering what the tokens were going to be this time. So again, Mana, big time character for boosted rewards, right? That's something that we'll have to take a look at. And then, of course, there's a hard mode that also unlocks for this event eventually. Something that we will be also following up in a subsequent video to take a look at as well, right? So let's throw in our characters. I'm gonna go with the recommendations for teammates, right? I'm gonna throw Ether in there just for good measure, just because she's one of the characters that. Again, we don't really get to see a whole lot in action, and then we'll throw Mihara just because that's another burst 3 unit. Will I need that though? Probably not. Let's go with let's do I need 3? Nah, you know what? I'm going Mihara. I'm going Mihara. Pardon my indecisiveness. Start battle, story, event 1, 1-1. Let's go. 12 hours earlier. Huh? Who could it be? Hello, Commander. How are you? Glad to hear it. I wanted to ask you if you had some free time today. Why? What's up? In honor of your contributions made to the surface reclamation operation, M.M.R has decided to provide you with a new weapon. Oh? What is it? It's been customized specially for you. So, you'll need to visit us in person in order to test it and claim it. Does it have to be today? Today would be preferable. But if you can't, we can make adjustments. Alright, I'll stop by today. Then why did we have to ask if it was going to be today? What kind of psychological trick is that, man? Thank you. Then, I'll see you later. Are we just giving her the vibe that maybe we got something else better to do? That's kind of rude. Just gonna put that out there. What's wrong, Commander? You look rather bemused. Oh, it's just that something came up rather suddenly. What is it? M.M.R is providing me with a new weapon. M.M.R? Why would they do that out of the blue? They say it's in recognition of my contributions towards reclaiming the surface. Isn't this a good thing? It's a chance for us to enhance our firepower! And an opportunity to use a cutting-edge weapon developed by M.M.R. Let's go right away. Apparently they're only making one. For me. What the? How come? You're practically superhuman at this point. What are you blathering about now? I'm simply saying that Master has ascended to the realm of the Divine Master, beyond human. Don't you ever feel that? There are times when Master doesn't feel human? Is this foreshadowing? I really hope this is not foreshadowing. I wish I could say otherwise, but there have been times when I thought the Commander recovered unusually fast from injuries. You're right, but surely it's better than taking ages to recover from injuries. I appreciate the compliment, I think. No problem. Still, I don't think there will be any new weapons for you all. Darn, that's a bummer. Still, you getting one is better than nothing. While I agree that this sounds like a wonderful development, it does all feel rather sudden. That's true. Plus, we are talking about the M.M.R Research Lab. There are all sorts of unsavory rumors about that place. Should I check in with some other squads and see if they've heard anything? No. Mana was the one who got in touch with me, so everything should be fine. Fair point. It's not like Mana lied about something. We owe Mana a lot for all her help so far, so I'll go. Understood. Master, if you encounter a solid weapon meant for us Nikkes while you're at it, could you... You idiot. What is the chance of that happening? Ignore her, Commander. Be careful, and if anything happens, call us. We'll be standing by, so you can contact us anytime. You all get some rest. I'll reach out if something happens. Alright, you'll be inside the Ark after all, so what could go wrong? Make sure to bring back a lot of good stuff, Commander. Safe travels. Take care, Master. Alright, there it is. Intro. We're going to the M.M.R. Let's go and make waves, right? Try out this new weapon. I enter the M.M.R Research Lab. I look around in search of Mana, but she is nowhere to be seen. Mana, where are you? There is no answer. Mana. Should I wait around for her? Number 7. Ether? Fancy meeting you here. What are you doing around these parts? Are you finally ready to hop on my experimentation table? I'm here to see Mana. Mana? Why? I was told that M.M.R is giving me a new weapon. Really? This is the first I've heard of it. You don't know about it? Of course not. That's how it is being an employee at M.M.R. I'm already overworked as is with my own workload, so I'm in the dark as to what other teams are up to. It's not like you know what the other commanders are up to either, right? That's a valid point. Right. You see? This is how the world works. If it's not your personal job, you resign yourself to not knowing anything about it. Man, ain't that the truth? I suppose that means you don't know where Mana is either. Actually, I think I do. You do? I believe I heard her said something about going to the deep sector earlier. She also mentioned that she'd be out of contact for a while, so if anything crops up, they'd have to handle it themselves. Again though, I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. So, she can't be reached right now. If she went to the deep sector, then no. Once you head inside, you're forbidden from communicating with anyone outside. That goes even for researchers like myself. What a pain. What sort of plans did you and Mana have anyway? Did you arrange to meet at a specific time? No. That's not like Mana. Maybe she thought she'd be back soon. Should I wait for her? Would you like to go and meet her? In person? Why am I so, like, inquisitive? Yes? You're a busy man, so I presume you can't afford to stand around waiting too long. Can I go inside? What's the worst that could happen? Let's go. I'll take you there. I'm not asking another question, I'm just saying thanks. You trust me? I thought you'd be a little suspicious that I was willing to show you the way personally. Should I be? Dude, questions! Holy questions! No, of course not. Despite being as busy as I am, I can't read, apparently, I'm generous enough to devote my precious time to helping you out. You ought to be grateful. Alright then, lead the way. Let's go. I follow Ether down the halls of the M.M.R Research Lab. The elevator's so far away. Can't they do something about this? It's so annoying having to walk this far every time. What was it called again? This place we're going to? The Deep Sector. It's also referred to as the Level E Zone. But to keep things simple, we typically call it the Deep Sector. Somewhat frustratingly, it's divided into 2 separate sections. That's how big it is. And it's underground as well? Yes, deep underground. All the labs at M.M.R are subterranean. But the deep sector is particularly far down. You only get there using a special elevator. Which means we have to schlep all the way over there every single time. It's such a pain. You said all the labs at M.M.R are underground? Don't you remember? I mean, technically, the Ark is underground too, right? Technically, you came to my lab last time because you got something on the surface. You have a good memory. Thank goodness. I was feeling too lazy to explain everything in detail. Anyway, you caught something like a cold, and I treated you at my lab, which is in fact underground. I realize how strange this all sounds. The Ark is already underground, and now we're talking about more things under that. Exactly. Why didn't Missilis build the labs above ground? Because this way, test subjects won't be able to escape. I feel like there's something to truth to that, and that's probably not a joke. Relax, that was a joke. That's totally not just a joke. The answer should be obvious. It's because what we do is highly secretive, and above ground, there are raptors. There's a reason people always talk about secrets being buried underground. The M.M.R Research Lab is a prime example of that. All of the Ark's secrets are sealed away, buried deep under the surface. Is that why you're forbidden from communicating with the outside while you're in there? Correct. That place is full of top secret stuff. You never know when or how a secret might leak. So any and all communications are restricted while inside the deep sector. That's why Mana is currently incommunicado? Is that how you say it? Is that proper English? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look that up. Now, I'm learning all kinds of stuff. Play NIKKE, you'll learn vocabulary. This place sounds awfully important. Is it alright for me to be going there? Dude, again, with the questions, holy crap. And stop answering my questions with questions! Sure, why not? Your reputation precedes you. You've encountered everything from pilgrims to heretics. Besides, it's not like you're going to be running around opening all the lab doors. It'll be fine. I still feel a bit uneasy. So you don't want to meet Mana? We don't have to if you don't want to. Don't worry, and just stay close to me. You'll get lost if you space out while we're in there. Okay. Here we are. This elevator will take us straight to the deep sector. Ether taps her access card on the elevator panel and presses a button. Yeah, that's elevator doors. The elevator doors loudly creak open. You get in first. Step into the elevator. Next, the elevator door. Next to the elevator door, there's a card slot, along with buttons labeled Level D, Level E, and Level P. D, E, P? If you know, you know what I'm talking about. Possibly. You see that slot by the door? Could you insert this access card? Is that coincidental? Ether hands me an access card and I insert it into the slot. The buttons for level D and level E light up with a mechanical ding. The buttons lit up. Good. Looks like the approval hasn't expired yet. Come again? That's a guest pass I got approval for a while back, which can be used in lieu of a researcher's card. We need to do that ahead of time. It's a royal pain getting approval every individual time. I find it easier to just get things approved whenever I can. I see. Alright, all you have to do is press level E and you'll go down. Whatever you do, don't press level P, okay? That leads to the furthest recesses of the deep sector. That's off limits even to someone of your caliber. Not to mention that card wouldn't give you access to that area anyway. So where's the harm in pressing the button? You're not getting on? I can't. One card per person is the rule. You don't have another access card? I have a researcher's access card, and I haven't been approved at the moment, so I can't use it. It's like I told you earlier, the security there is incredibly stringent. Even researchers like me need to submit a formal request beforehand. It would take forever and a day for me to submit the paperwork and go through the process, so you go ahead on your own. Then why don't I stay and you go? You want me to go find Mana myself? That's hardly convenient for me, you know. Is she not a NIKKE? Is she not designed for combat? Fine, I'll go. I guess. Attaboy. Nothing fishy about that. That's more like it. What is it? Feeling sad that we have to part ways? Or are you nervous? Neither. I'm a little put off, to be honest with you, Ether. Harsh. Still, you seem a bit more relaxed now. So buck up and head down to meet Mana. The doors close. Have fun down there. So this is the deep sector. Glancing around. Also, again, notice how it's called or referred to as the deep sector, right? Level D, E, P, deep. I don't know if it's connected, but it makes me very much feel like this is connected to something that we witnessed in the previous event story, right? Right? Possibly. I see a windowless corridor. The entire place is eerily empty. I need to find Mana. But how? I continue to look around. It's difficult to ascertain where the door is inside the corridor. The long and gray space isn't well lit. This definitely does look like the same elevator, the lift, right? The basement beneath the lift. I scan the dim corridor intently, searching for Mana. Ugh! A sudden burst of dizziness hits me out of the... along with a wave of nausea. First things first, I need to get moving. Step, step. I start walking forward. Soon after walking for a long time, there's still no sight of Mana. I felt like I got bludgeoned or something, but apparently not, I guess. For that matter, I haven't seen a single researcher around at all. Whew. The dizziness and nausea are growing worse by the second. Maybe I should sit down for a bit. I sink down to the floor and curl up. Do communications not work here either? Mana, where are you? No response. I'm in the deep sector right now. No response. Guess not. I lean my head against the wall and stare at the ceiling. I can't keep going on like this. I pull out the access card Ether gave me, stare at it. I need to figure out some way to contact Mana. I stand back up. And just as I'm about to head back to the elevator... Commander? Mana? What are you doing? I finally found you. Hmm? You were looking for me? Why would you do that? More importantly, how did you get in here? Ether gave me an access card. She did? I pull out the access card and show it to Mana. That's just a guest pass. Why isn't Ether with you? She said she couldn't come because she had to get separate authorization. Huh? If she couldn't come with you, why did you come here on your own? Is there like a whole like clone or like doppelganger thing going on here, or shapeshifter thing going on in this story? Is there an imposter? Is somebody sus? Is somebody sussing me? You asked me to. I did? You contacted me and said that M.M.R had prepared a new weapon for me. I did? Mana, did you not send me a blah message earlier today? No. I've been here in the deep sector since yesterday. And I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. So somebody's messing with me. But I received a message from you this morning. Could you show me that message? Hold on. I show Mana the message I received earlier. It's definitely been sent from my profile. But I never sent this. It was a hacker. Not only that, M.M.R doesn't produce new weapons for commanders in the first place. So, you've been bamboozled. I've never heard of such a project. Then how could I have gotten this message? Well, can't say for sure, but it seems that someone wanted to lure you to M.M.R. Given that they used my name to mislead you, I highly doubt that their intentions were noble. I'm not following. Commander, what kind of place do you think M.M.R is? This is a trick question, right? This is the answer 100%. It's a rather unexpected answer, but you're not incorrect. Did anyone tell you that by any chance? I heard it from Ether. I see. Makes sense. Well, she's right. M.M.R safeguards all of the Ark's technological secrets. That's why everyone who comes here first has to be granted authorization in the form of an access card. Here, in the deep sector, where we are now, the security is particularly tight. I was going to say light, but tight. In other words, I entered with a proper authorization. Not necessarily. You do have an access card after all. However, if you were to encounter any other researchers, and they want to know your reason for being here, you might be in a bit of a bind. Do you think that's what they wanted? Whoever it was that brought me here? There's no way we can know for certain. One thing that is certain, however, is that staying here for too long will be dangerous for you. Okay, let's head out then. Alright, I'll lead the way. Mana hurriedly leads me towards the access elevator. However, I tap the access card against the outside elevator panel. Somebody was planning on trapping me here. I try again. How's my keycard work? Error code 4012. It's not working. I think the card's expired. That means you can't leave. Ah, shit. So I'm trapped? Yes. The code you just saw appears when an expired card is used. Can't you open it with your card? I'm scheduled to be here until tomorrow morning. It's nearly impossible to alter the time period which you've been approved. Unless there are truly exceptional circumstances. Missilus even keeps researchers on a short leash, huh? Yes, they do. Researchers must obtain approval to enter the deep sector, and must adhere precisely to the authorized time frame. Those are the rules. Why is this so inflexible? For a very simple reason. This place contains many secrets. Missilus doesn't give free rein to anyone who works down here. Not even the researchers? No. The company trusts no one. That's probably the reason why they prefer NIKKE researchers whenever possible. Hold on. Are you telling me that the researchers here are intentionally composed entirely of NIKKEs? Not all of them, but most. Didn't you know that Ether and I are both NIKKEs? You have a good memory, don't I? That's right. Ether and I are NIKKEs. In addition to being researchers at M.M.R, we're also members of the M.M.R squad. When humanity migrated to the Ark, do you know what non-combat NIKKEs were initially created for? Preserving technology and art. To ensure that humanity's knowledge and creativity wouldn't vanish underground. It was embedded into the NIKKEs themselves. That's very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not sure I follow. How exactly did they transpose technology and art into NIKKEs? By transforming exceptionally gifted artists and engineers into NIKKEs. This way, their skills and knowledge could survive, without the human limitation of time. What? Scientists were no different. NIKKEs were considered a premium storage device of sorts for scientific knowledge. And so many scientists were turned into NIKKEs as well. It's all about that immortality, essentially, right? Surpassing those human limitations, like she puts it. That's not the only advantage that NIKKEs have. It's difficult to hide secrets inside a NIKKE's brain. I wonder why. Since humanity moved to the Ark, brain scanning technology has improved by leaps and bounds. Unless extreme measures like neural shielding or black boxing are employed, most NIKKEs are incapable of concealing any information from humans. That explains it. That's not the only reason. It's easy to store information in NIKKEs, and it's difficult for them to hide anything. That's why the majority of M.M.R researchers are NIKKEs. Of course, not everyone was forced into it. Some volunteered to become NIKKEs, hoping to complete their research without being limited by a human lifespan. I see. I've gotten sidetracked. To summarize, Missilus doesn't even trust its own researchers. Therefore, curtailing the time period for which I was authorized would be difficult. Got it. Thank you for understanding. We've spent too much time talking. It's not prudent to stay here long. Let's look for another lab where we might get a signal. Okay, let's move. Mana and I begin searching for any type of communication within the deep sector. Commander, would you come here? There's an elevator here too? Of course. The deep sector is a vast place. It would be difficult working with only one operating elevator. I believe there should be an emergency contact device inside this elevator. Mana fiddles with the control panel of the elevator. Nothing. It seems the rumors were unfounded. Let's go somewhere else. We search for another elevator. As we enter the dust-filled room, we see a sacred altar of some kind. What's this? A prayer room. Prayer room? Yes, a space for religious worship. What's a place like this doing here? The organization which preceded M.M.R has religious ties, so they created this space. It's rarely used now, though. That might explain the dust. Wouldn't happen to have anything to do with a certain organization related to Rapunzel, possibly? Anna begins to inspect the prayer room. Nothing here either. Let's keep moving. Alright. We leave the prayer room. Should be an emergency communication device hidden here somewhere. Just a moment. Mana starts to press on various points of the wall. Nothing. It's either already been discovered, or it's more unfounded rumors. We also try to look for the purported hidden communication device in the corridor. Soon after. Not a thing. Nope. Every possible way of contacting the outside is blocked. It seems so. This is the first time I've gotten definitive confirmation of that. Feeling slightly dizzy, I lean against the wall. Are you alright, Commander? Come to think of it, you've looked a bit pale for a while now. Something wrong? I'm just a little tired is all. Don't worry about it. Right now, we need to look for a way out. That's true, but should I ask another lab? What is it? There is one place we haven't checked yet. If they haven't removed all the equipment, there might still be a communication device there. Let's go. Follow me. I wonder where it could be. Come in. Okay. I follow Mana inside an empty lab. sharp pain shoots through my head. Ah! The nausea is even more intense than before. While trying to ignore my splitting migraine, I once again look ahead. A small tank stands before us in the otherwise empty lab, as if an experiment had been halted midway. For some reason, I'm getting a sense of deja vu. Is this not the chamber that they used for Rappy, possibly? The tank, filled with a liquid of some kind, seems like it had once held something inside it. Oof. Controlling my breathing, I turn my gaze to the space behind the tank. There's an empty desk. Similar to the tank, it feels like there was once a plethora of materials on it, which are now gone. Mom. Yes? What is this place? A lab that's fallen into disuse. Someone I knew used to work here. Knowing her, she may have left behind a communication device to contact the upper levels. Who? Yeah? You know her. The two of us lock eyes. Commander, are you okay? You look worse than before. Are you sure it's just exhaustion? Don't lie to me. You're sweating bullets. Be honest with me. Okay, fine. Actually, I don't feel so good. When did it start? Since I entered the deep sector. That was a long time ago. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Sorry, I was able to manage it for a while. But the headache's gotten unbearable since we got into this room. This particular lab, you mean? Yeah. I also get a feeling of deja vu for some reason. Is there like a concentration of alpha particles here, possibly? Deja vu? Here? Honestly, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. My head is killing me. I can barely think straight. Rest here for a moment. I'll look for the communication device myself. Alright. Lana quickly runs inside the lab. I sit on the edge of a nearby desk in an attempt to mitigate the headache. As I sit down, my fingers brush against a tablet. What's this? I press the power button. The screen actually turns on. Project AD. Just as quickly as it turned on, the screen abruptly turns off. Project AD? Ugh! The headache intensifies. Enhancing the human body through technological advancements. A new purpose. Ah! The pain becomes unbearable, and everything goes black. Blurb, blurb. My body feels like it weighs a ton. I have no idea what's going on here, but like I feel like this is very important backstory for the commander. Who is the commander, and what is the relevancy of this Project AD? And is it possible that it could be related to other people like Anderson? My arms and legs refuse to move. I feel stifled. I attempt to move the tip of my fingers. Subject is moving. I can hear a familiar voice. Another familiar voice can be heard. Is he one of the subjects for the project? Yes. I open my eyelids with a crack. Ether. Will you have the results for this subject soon? Most likely. The deadline is approaching. Anna looks in my direction. Do you think it will succeed this time? Ether then glances towards me. Not sure. None of the past cases have been successful. If this one fails too, the project might be terminated, won't it? For someone who isn't part of the project, you remember an awful lot. Thanks to this new and improved body, I remember everything. Fair point. Since becoming Nikkes, neither of us has forgotten anything important. Don't look so grim. This is just a hunch, but I feel like this attempt will be a success. A hunch? That's rather unscientific of you to say. Achieving success in your research doesn't always depend on science alone. It's just hope on my end. I've grown far more invested in this than I thought I would. My only hope is... Anna reaches her hand out towards me. That we don't have to terminate. Commander? What is this place? Commander? Ugh. Anna? Are you feeling okay? Of course I'm... Okay, so this is again circling back to the intro, right? The moment I try to sit up, the searing migraine begins to set in. Are you okay, Commander? My head. Take a deep breath. I follow Mana's advice. Now slowly exhale. I exhale slowly. After repeating this several times, my head feels slightly less painful. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, thanks. After coming more or less to my senses, I look around. Where am I? M.M.R Research Lab. Don't you remember? What am I doing here? I can't remember a thing. Perhaps my headache has something to do with it. I close my eyes and sift through my thoughts. Are you feeling calmer now? As I listen to Mana's voice, I recall everything that happened so far. I had some sort of dream. Sorry? Me and Ether? Well, baby, that's a dream. That's a dream I can get behind. Maybe you dreamt that because you want to leave this place. Definitely, yes. I would not want to be trapped here with you and Ether. You two were staring at me, talking about how you hope I'd be a success. Sorry? I will not fail. I won't let you down. You also mentioned some kind of project. Ugh. The head is debilitating. Commander, I think it'd be good for you to stop thinking so much. Get some rest, then try to move around. You're sweating like crazy. Whew. Why don't you try getting up first? The floor is too cold. It'd be best to move somewhere warmer. Let me help you. I grab a hold of Mana's arm. I have something to ask. Yes? Have we met before? What do you mean? I don't understand. All I can say right here, right now, is about the storyline, okay, is that it is giving me chills and tingles, and good lord, the story writing is just like so damn good. How do they keep doing it? I'm incredibly engaged in this right now, and I'm loving this. And I want to know what the heck is gonna happen. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, where's things gonna go? What's gonna be revealed? There's gonna be a big reveal, okay? I don't think I was dreaming. It can't be. How can a dream be real? Don't lie to me, Mana. You told me not to lie to you. You don't lie to me. Things I heard. They were too vivid. You probably feel that way since you're unwell. Mana appears overly eager to wrap up the conversation. That's suspicious. She seems to be hiding something, you think? But what could it be? First off, let's get out of here. The headache and dizziness I experienced immediately after arriving in the deep sector. Strange familiarity of these surroundings. The dream with Mana and Ether. The feeling of being underwater, unable to move. The project they mentioned. That would be terminated if I failed. It would be best to head outside before trying to process all of this. Give me answers right now, because that is evidently a tank that you guys had me in, and you guys were experimenting on me, and you guys did some kind of technological changes to my body to make me superhuman, like was pointed out by Neon, okay? That's all I'm saying. What the freaking hell is going on? Okay. As I stand up to follow Mana, my fingertips bump into a tablet. I saw something on this tablet before I collapsed. What was it? Why don't you rest in the prayer room? I'll search on my own for some way to reach outside. I look around again. Before me is a tank filled with liquid, big enough to fit a person. Ain't that ironic? The familiarity of the lab. The dream of being submerged in the tank. The words written on the tablet. Project A.D. Don't you ever feel that? There are times when Master doesn't feel human? I wish I could say otherwise, but there have been times when I thought the commander recovered unusually fast from injuries. You're right. But surely, it's better than taking ages to recover from injuries. We're not human. We are not completely human. Commander? Is something wrong? There was a project conducted in this lab, wasn't there? There was? But why? Did the project succeed? Sorry? What was the name of the project? Was it Project AD? How do you know that name? It was a project to enhance the human body, right? If that's the case, then there are some things that come to mind. When I think about it, there are many things about me that seem odd. I carried a fully armed NIKKE on my own before, and fired anti-ship rifles meant for NIKKEs despite having an injured leg. No ordinary human could lift that much weight. Well, you might simply be stronger than most people. Stop lying to me! There's more to it than that. Whenever I'm injured, I heal abnormally fast. Maybe you've just had a faster recovery rate than normal? No, it's nearly superhuman. During operations, I've sustained all manner of injuries. The jig is up! Just give me a damn answer, Mana! Stop beating around in the bush and tell me what the heck is going on! From minor scuffs to being impaled through the stomach. Despite sustaining what should be fatal injuries, I've always survived. In fact, the amount of time I require to heal has steadily decreased over time. I see. No one with any sense could call that normal. I've got Saiyan blood in me, and every single time I have a near-death experience, it makes me stronger. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be Super Saiyan eventually. You're right, it's certainly unusual. But it's not out of the realm of possibility for there to be someone in this world naturally born with exceptional strength or healing abilities or being experimented on and then made that way. Things are only strange if you think they are. If you view things as normal, then they're not so strange anymore. So don't think of it as anything unusual. Bull. I recognize this place. Sorry? Don't you find that odd? That I'm somehow familiar with the inner recesses of M.M.R, despite purportedly never had, or having never been here? Or am I just overthinking that as well? I'm sorry. You can ask me all the questions you want, but I can't answer any of them. Yeah, how convenient. Not even one? No, can't tell you anything. So, please stop. Then answer me just one thing. She just said she can't answer me, and I'll stop. Yes? Am I human? That... A hand shoots out from behind Mana and covers her mouth. Shh. Who the hell are you? That's enough questions. My bad. I accidentally skipped through a couple lines of dialogue, so let's go back and let's do this again. Okay, I'm a little bit spaced out here, guys. That was too close for comfort, Mana. You nearly let the cat out of the bag. Who the hell is this? That's what I need to know, because she looks incredible. But what the heck is going on, dude? You should know better than that. You know as well as I do that there are dark forces deep in the Ark. That look on her face, though. They're watching us, always and everywhere. If you catch their attention, you're in for a world of hurt. Those of us residing in the Abyss should be especially careful, isn't that right? Yes, I know that. Again, look at that damn outfit, man. Holy! Can you please be recruitable? Good lord, dude. Dark forces. Thank you for stopping me. No need to thank me. If you want to repay me, you can help me the next time I do something good. Got it? Yes. Such a sweet girl. Now then, I presume this young man is the celebrated number 7 I've heard so much about. My goodness, he looks even more handsome in person. You've grown up splendidly. Who are you? Me? Goodness gracious, would you look at me? I didn't even introduce myself. Ah, perils of old age. I'm Jien. The pleasure's all mine. Jien. I believe this is our first time meeting, yes? Dude, why are there so many new characters being introduced in this story recently? What the hell is going on? I think so? I heard you've been helping my sister out quite a lot. Sister? That must have been tough for you. The hair! The hair! Jien! Sister? Are you related to Jien? Half-sister would be more correct. But what am I saying? We're working here. As such, I should instead say that I'm an employee working under the esteemed president of Missilis. Dude, something fishy is going on here. I'll make it simple for you. Just think of me as one of the researchers at M.M.R. That's not how this is. Half-sister, you say? Oh, it seems you're partial to that appellation. I suppose it makes sense. After all, many of the most riveting stories concern themselves with love triangles. Incorporating Missilis into a tale of romantic entanglements is surely the most entertaining option, no? What are these dark forces in the Ark that you keep mentioning? It's totally not the central government, possibly. Wow, cutting straight to the chase. I see you're not one for formalities. Are you talking about Enoch? So harsh. How could I ever impugn our good friend Enoch in such a way, when she works tirelessly on humanity's behalf? The dark forces that I speak of is the Ark itself. The very thing that feeds, shelters, and protects us. What? That's all you need to know for now. Is she talking about the Raptors? Is she talking about the Raptors listening to what we're talking about because we're using the Raptor technology in order to be able to power the Ark? Is that what she's talking about? Is the network connected to us? What the hell is going on? It'd be dangerous for you to know any more than that. You hardly want to spend your existence trapped underground, do you? Was that not the same thing that Deep said, that if we destroyed the Raptor core, that humanity would be trapped underground? This has got to be related. This has got to be related. Is she another guardian of the Ark? You're still young, and you must have a lot you still want to do. You should be running freely above ground. Jien, was it? That's right. Why are you calling me number 7? That's because you are... Oh boy, I nearly spilled the beans. You're quite mesmerizing, you know. The more we talk, the more I want to tell you everything. Is this why all the NIKKEs are so obsessed with you? Perhaps it's because you're so handsome. Or perhaps it's because you're number 7. What are you talking about? Jien, that's enough. Alright, I'll stop teasing him. Anyway, I simply stopped by to give you a short introduction. Here you are. Jien hands over an access card. Is that? That's right, it's an access card. Since you're finished with your business here, it's time for you to leave. Why do you have this? I'm not entirely bereft of a conscience, you know. Since I'm the one who brought you here, I should be the one to get you out. So she literally brought me here to introduce herself. She brought me here to show me who I really am. She brought me here to tell me about these dark forces that are listening to what's going on. She's doing this for a reason. There is a very good reason for why she is doing what she is doing. And I need to know more. I need to know more. You mean you? Yes. I'm the one who made the oh-so-handsome number 7 come here. What? So it was you? Why? I wanted to see you. I have a lot of interest in you for many reasons. Jien and all the other NIKKEs have gotten to see you, and I was upset that I hadn't had the privilege of seeing you in person. There's a little bit of truth in that, but I think that is a whole lot of BS. With my current situation, I'm in no position to be going outside and attracting unwanted attention. So I thought it would be good if you came to me instead. Why didn't you just speak to me plainly and invite me? Oh, come now. You could have never come here alone. You would have arrived surrounded by your precious NIKKEs, weapons in hand. It would have been liable to cause a scene. Why would she be worried about the NIKKEs turning on her? Is it because of the experiments, possibly? Is she associated with the bad guys? Her eyes aren't red. And I certainly don't want that. Don't be upset. That access card will ensure you leave this place unharmed. And besides, even though you felt a little dizzy and had a nasty headache, it's not like you're leaving empty-handed. Jien leans in close and whispers to me. You learned a few more things about the Ark and yourself. I'm telling you, there's some reasons behind this! Jien steps back. Now then, Mana. Jien hands over another access card to Mana. Could you please use this card to escort the ever-so-dashing number 7 out safely? He seems rather shaken up by today's events. Be sure to calm him down before he leaves. Yes, understood. I had fun today, number 7. See you around. Jien walks off. Let's get out of here, Commander. Okay. What do you mean, okay? How can you just leave it at that? What the hell is wrong with you? The sound of typing can be heard, and the bitter aroma of coffee lingers in the air. I can detect the patterning of water droplets as well. Hold on. What is this? I look around to see a neatly organized lab, and an IV drip connected to one of my arms. An IV drip? You're awake! How are you feeling? Why am I... Shortly after taking the elevator up to level D, you collapsed. A quick examination was conducted. The results showed excessive stress and fatigue leading to severe exhaustion. In short, you were tired. I see. Thank you. For what? For bringing me here and treating me. I gently lift up my arm and the IV needle. With the IV needle, you know what I mean. You collapsed right in front of me. It's only natural that I tend to you. Besides, I'm a big part of why you're in this state. I'm sorry. Pardon? I kept pressing you with questions that you couldn't answer and put you in a difficult spot. And for that, I'm sorry. Your questions were entirely reasonable. Anyone would react that way. When doubt is being cast on their very identity. Thanks for understanding. Commander? I can't answer any of the questions you asked. M.M.R is a fountain of knowledge, yet it holds many secrets. One of the cardinal rules is to never share those secrets. I understand. But what I can say is this. Regardless of your identity, or what secrets you carry, the reason you've earned the trust and love of so many NIKKEs, including me, has nothing to do with how you were created. Instead, it has everything to do with how you've lived. Mana, that above all is your true identity, Commander. You literally just told me I was created. You did not say by natural means. So don't fret anymore and rest up. In the meantime, I'll protect you. Not as a researcher with any ulterior motives, but simply as a NIKKE. Thanks. I'll try to get some sleep then. Good night, Commander. Close my eyes, only for a moment, then the moment's gone. Everything is still enshrouded with questions. But at least for now, in this moment, I feel like I can sleep peacefully. No! There's no way you can sleep peacefully! What the hell is that? I guess we gotta wait until we get the hidden ending over here on hard mode, right? Because this can't come soon enough at all. Not possibly at all. Dude, what the heck is going on? What is the truth behind the Commander? Who are we? What are we? And does that mean that the Vap House has nothing, really, to do with our blood? Or is it something to do with the way we're created? What the heck is going on, man? I have so many questions. It is insanity. Let's try another 10 pull for good measure and for the end of the video. And I'm not crossing no fingers because now we have the truth of what's really going on in the arc, and it is craziness. And there's an SSR, babies, what I'm talking about. Could it be Mana, who said she was going to protect me? So hopefully, please be Mana and protect me and join my roster. Be a NIKKE of my ranks. Please help me, Mana, please. Bless me. Thank you, Mana. There she is.
For the time being.
That was one hell of a storyline, am I right? Oh, dude, holy crap. Oh, man. So so many questions took place in that event, but so many questions have been answered, and so many questions have also appeared. The storyline just keeps getting better and better. It really does. And I know I say that with every single event, but this is evident enough, right? Like, you guys see what's happening here, right? That they're literally drip feeding us answers and then also propping up different questions, and they're keeping it interesting and they're keeping us engaged, and I love that stuff. I love the way that the storyline is going, and this is incredible, and I very much like Mana. I'm very intrigued by who Jien is. I know that they say that they're the half-sister of Suyin, but I feel like there's something else there that's a bigger role for Jien, and she's letting us know about a lot of the like shady stuff that's going on, and she's trying to tell us who we are by also not telling us who we are. Number 7 means that there were probably 6 other experiments before us as well, right? Or creations before us. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here, and I know that a lot of it is obviously out there in lore and everything. I know that you guys probably have a lot more recent knowledge or better knowledge of this than I do, because my memory is literally the memory of a lemon. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. But anyway, I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing what the secret ending is going to have in store for us, because that should be interesting. I get a feeling there's going to be a massive cliffhanger involved there. But anyway, that is going to do it very much for this video. And dude, I had a blast. This is a fantastic event. Let me know what you guys also think down in the comments below. We'll discuss. Let me know what you guys think of the design of Jien, and if you hope that she's recruitable like I do. Let me know if you guys have been able to recruit Mana, or if you're waiting for her to become available by other means, or if you're just holding on to every single gem that you possibly can and every single voucher that you possibly can, so that way you guys can be prepared for the collaboration event and everything, which should be happening next month. So very, very mindful with your spending. Please be very mindful. I would, again, highly encourage you to take advantage of being able to get the limited characters for the collaboration, because they may only appear once and then never again. So keep that in mind whenever you guys are pulling. But at the same time, holy crap, dude, what a quest. If you guys are new here, I would highly encourage you to please subscribe to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE content. Also, please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this playthrough, and let me know if you guys want to see any more content like this as well down in the comments below. That is going to do it for me. Man, that was awesome. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Peace.